I think it's probably too loud. Straight from the I'm so cooked. I'm always doing this the wrong way. My God. How do I sound? How do I sound? Stupid as usual. It's not even working on the freaking Twitch side. Man, filters, edit filters, no suppression, gain. Too damn much. Okay. Horrible. Horrible. Let me add all the good stuff. Right now, I guess, because I never did. Unlimiter. Add a compressor. The hell is even invert polarity? We'll never know. We'll never know. Horrible. Horrible. Wow, the Twitch is more delayed. More delayed. Okay, not as much. I had to just refresh it. Techno! Peeky boo. What's good, buddy? How you doing? This actually did a lot better in the few days than usual. Typical in this period is around 300 to 2K, and it did like 100. Pretty dang amazing. Somebody must have boosted. Hey mate, still ill with the forbidden COVID. Damn, bro. Doing alright, man. Praying you get well soon. What are you doing these days, huh? Hunkered up in the house. Still doing bus simulators. Heroi. What's good, buddy? How you doing, buddy? I want to talk a bit. I want to bring up that coffee. Not as much as I wanted to try out. You might have to hold on it, buddy. Because sending stuff to other countries is not cheap. I might have to find them myself. Actually, I know there has to be a few Filipino markets around me. I am in a city after all. Oh, there's Chinatown. That's where usually like all the Asian stuff you could find over there. I know a friend of mine is from Indonesia, and they have their stuff too over there. He goes there. I have to go, dude. Brought it up to me because this is the first time I've like went out in a while, which is to get your stuff shipped, and it was pretty nice, man. Like I walked out of the way there, all the way, and like walking around the city, there was some really nice parts and nice places that I was like, oh man, I need to go more if I could, to like try some more stuff. Da, 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 da. You can't, man. It's probably gonna be, yeah. Like it costed me. Well, I paid for the shipping and for them to like box it up, and it was pretty big. Probably, but still would be smaller than than coffee boxes, and it was like $180. So I'm not even sure. I was like, but it should still be cheaper than when to buy it. Well, it is used stuff. Okay. It's around the same price I bought it. I bought it for like 130. Not the best CPU out there. The 1660 was a mistake. I mean, with the first store, I told her it's like worth $350, and apparently the shipping was like would have been $370. Like, hold on, can I like take that back? So I went to a second store, waited for you to wake up to get the information, and yeah, when they asked me what it is, it wasn't a headphone box. So I was like, yeah, that's $50, and the other thing is also $50 worth. Because it seemed like they're charging, like they add the freaking value of the thing to the shipping. It's kind of stupid. Like, I understand why, but yeah, I might have lied. Yeah, both things together, like about $100, and I guess they charged me 160 for the shipping. They were really nice though. A lot nicer than the first. Well, the first store lady, she was nice, and she already gave me a heads up. She was like, "This might be expensive. I could give you a coat though." And she waited for me and took the measures and the value, and I was like, "Yeah, it might cost you like $370." I'm like, damn. Thankfully, you was sleeping, and I was like, "Yeah, he's sleeping. I can't get the information for you right now. I might just come back later." And I just went to a different store deeper in the city. You should try it, the Jollibee in Philadelphia. Okay. Since the second gen Ryzen, they'll change your motherboard from ASRock B55 Pro, MSI B450M model of titanium. Yeah, that's the thing, dude. You are going for like a full-on white build, all brand new parts. You don't even have a job, buddy. Like, I think you should do what Sebastian did, which is get what you can for now. You know, to get started, honestly. Because anything you get now, it'll be better than your laptop. It'll help you with edits and gaming. For sure, like, and once you are maybe getting paid more from editing, hopefully, you could go for like your full-on white build with your, you know, mid to high-end, you know, parts for your best performance and all that. Because that's what I did too. Like the first motherboard I had was a B450 too. Well, the Ryzen 2600 is like around $130 at the time. Forgot how much I bought. I think I did get it for like around $300. The 1660. I also started with only like, I forgot. I had pretty low RAM. If only I could show it here in the system, like separately. Because I added like a 216 sticks on top of it. It doesn't show. That thing goes on top of everything. Yeah. I wish I could see like each individual. I forgot. So I have 40. Did I buy like... I think I have 2 16s and the other one 2 4s. I completely forgot. But yeah, buddy. 58% higher than the other shorts. Which is, yeah, it's pretty amazing. Second day, 1.9. This is the first time. Usually it takes about 2 days to get to like 1.2K. So this is huge. Time for a celebration. Techno, I'm sorry, buddy. You got a racing simulator. Holy shit. The Moza R5 bundle. Buy it, bring investment. The Moza R3 is the cheapest that I have Moza ever made. You'll be getting it soon because you're a cheap cunt. Comes with an Xbox compatible wheel. Shit. Moza R5. My freaking Brandon, best friend. I also got, well, he got a used one. I don't know which Logitech wheel he got, but he's been having fun with it too. Dang, bro. This is the bundle, 550. Could get the whole site on, it'd be nice. This is from eBay. Nearby. Okay, people would think I'm an asshole. I thought about doing that too, promoting in other places, but like, and even the places that are meant for that, nobody looks at them, for sure. Because I am in a Discord right now. I am in this Help Small Streamer Discord, and people are throwing their stuff to promote, and as you can see, I got 50 plus messages already that I haven't seen, and I'm pretty sure it's not only me. Come hang out in Discord, want to build an inclusive and like-minded community of gamers and tech enthusiasts. Self-notification off when go live on Twitch. SJS404 Gaming. Listen, every motherfucker that has gaming in their channel name, I'm like, no. Again, content creators help. Yeah, pretty much the one I'm in right now. Help streamers. But is this like I was in a few before too. I am in a few. I never look at them. So if I'm not gonna be adding anything, I should not be asking people to give me anything or asking. I'll just take a serve once we find out about Moza. Prices are a lot cheaper here in the UK. I see. Easy fix. This might be the one I... Oh, fuck. I could have sent it, but I don't even know if it works. I would have probably cost more, because it's one of the cheaper things. Zerish. No. Zerish. Dang. Give me the whole thing, man. Come on. Was it 42,000? No way. No way, that doesn't make any sense. Hold on. There's no way. I have 4,200. Okay. Yeah. Around 75 bucks. It makes a sense. Makes some sense. Wait, don't you have like Facebook Market? And you could just look for like used stuff? Well, you could have bought like an entire used PC by now. Usually they don't sell parts like that individually. It's a good start. DDR4. You are upgrading from Logitech to Moza. I see. We're talking about two different things. Well, they're in the same venue. I would get this stuff, man, but I barely have any time to play my regular games. Do you like participate in those like the racing simulators too? Trying to find a micro ATX motherboard since you have a micro ATX case. Seriously? Your case looked big. It's only micro? That's crazy. Nationwide. Radeon. PCIe 3? Interesting. What's a 1660 for? Damn, homie. They still sell them. That's like new or used? It supports 4K and 8K HD. Brother, okay, it's 3, so you're good. It's 6 gigs, bro. It will barely do the 1080p gaming. But like, maybe they talk 4K video. Move to the UK, taxes included in the shown price. Dude, it's crazy that they freaking tax the small guy to buy this stuff. Like, the business already making a shit ton of money. Well, they probably get taxed themselves. They get taxed less because they buy in bulks, and then individuals get taxed for the piece. Like, holy shit, man. We were just trying to survive out here. Taxing every motherfucking penny. It's ridiculous. Tax when you get paid, tax when you pay, tax when you buy, tax when you send. Holy fucks. It's ridiculous. Man, like, didn't we like freaking... what do you call it? Overthrow like freaking how many kingdoms? How many revolutions for just being taxed? And we're still getting taxed. Fuck. Fuck all those people die for. Oh my gosh. Probably it's way less. Way better than what it was back then. But holy shit, it's still ridiculous. Could $1.80 be shown for Coca-Cola, for example, actually be $5? I know, right? No, it'd probably be $2.50. Like, but the sign would be like, hey, $1.50 for a freaking can, and then you paid, I don't know, $2 for the entire thing. It's like, bruh. That's the thing, I think. Remember when I bought my GPU, I also like paid like 20% more just for tax. Fucking A, man. Is there any good countries out there that like accept immigrants and they're not taxing this ridiculous amounts for things? You're not sure if it's a micro ATX? How about this? I have this one. I might have had the previous version actually. It doesn't look as good as this. It's slightly cheaper. But just convert this shit, man. Do this shit for me. Except how? No. But the dumbest pesos. Oh, you have pesos. The Japanese yen. They never, ever. Okay, you know what? Just give me, what is it? 1,000 Filipino pesos is like $20. Say 18. Okay, we'll say 18. Say 18. Oh my gosh. So you got 3,000 but $60. Not bad, not bad. I'm using MSI fee. This one. And this here should be, while making them run faster, it should be the M.2 Gen 4. And I have a Gen 4 in it right now and it does not read it. But the freaking worst. Gen 4 M.2. I have a freaking M.2 in it right now. 2 terabyte one, by the way. And they're like, nope, we don't know what you're talking about. Ain't nothing there. Actually, I could open partitions. I don't know how to get rid of these, but I want to. But yeah, so this is the first disk, 1000 hard drive. That's the C disk, the system, and this is the M.2 that I have my games on. It's the 500 one. I have a second one. which is in the freaking motherboard right now. It's this one that I bought a couple days ago. I was hoping so I could like put my system on the other M.2, so this is a Gen 3, and use the 2TB one for my games. They're like, nope, there's nothing there. It's right there right now. Right now it's right here. I took this off, plugged it in, make sure it's good, even put little pads on top of it, and tighten it back. Computer's running right now. The other M.2, my game's over here on the slots. And then the first one is like, there's nothing there. We don't see anything. Fucking amazing. But the motherboard is pretty good. It's been holding up. It's awesome. Actually, no. It's fucking shit. It doesn't read what it's supposed to be reading. That's crazy, man. Like, why? This is the second one, by the way. I bought a first SSD 1TB Samsung 990 Evo, and I plugged it in and it did not work, so I freaking refunded that shit, sent it back, and bought another one, and not working. $5 UK airport price for Coca-Cola. Alright, thanks for the clarification there. More of a simulator tech guy. I have no clue what all this shit is. I get it, man. Anything that'll be expensive for you right now is an SSD. Well, first you need to get your motherboard, and once you figure out which motherboard exactly you're getting, you go from there. Yeah, M.2 Gen 3 4. Yeah, so you need to look for that when you buy. Make sure you got a M.2 Gen 3. Genie. Genie. You make sure it's PCIe 3.0. Otherwise, you're gonna have it worse than I'm having right now. Because what I'm having right now is they tell you that it reads a Gen 4. I'll buy a Gen 4. I put a Gen 4 in. Gen 4 is not Gen 4. Okay. I'm crashing out. You better get Samsung 99. Okay, Pro. Damn. Why are you going for all this expensive stuff, man? I had that one. That was the first one I sent this one back. This one did not work for me. And also it's a Gen 4, so the cheap motherboards you're getting right now, they're not gonna work on it. Are you getting the 1TB? You gotta make sure, you gotta read carefully. M.2 PCIe Gen 3. Well, if you're getting these motherboards, that is, of course. If you're getting this one here, where is it? It says you only have one slot. Gen 3. Gen 3. And it looks to be one. Yeah, there's only one slot and one GPU slot. It's a small one. It makes sense. It's a good start. It's a good start. That's the same one I started with. $60 one. It's good. It's just good. It's a good choice for starting. ATX. Wait. The only thing is, I want to make sure send your case. 1TB is pretty good to do everything. You're gonna just use it for like system, and it should be more than enough. Like, honestly. Hopefully you're not going to be playing like Call of Duty or Arma or any of those. Although it would probably handle it. So it's around $50, like same price that the motherboard is. Gen 3, see, there you go. You're good. You get something like this, around $60. It's not bad, but make sure they're compatible. You may play some AAA games like Resident Evil 4 Remake. You're gonna be pirating that shit. It would work. It would be more than, you'd just be maybe deleting some games to download others every once in a while, but because right now I have I pull out my Steam, show you the storage. Any of this stuff could like get me freaking banned. Wait, what does that even do? Oh. Storage. There it is. This is my 500 gigs. I have 100 available right now. Helldivers is like the biggest thing. It's like 120. Fun game. Counter-Strike's 56. Holy shit. Elden Ring is almost 20. Not bad. Left 4 Dead is 13, 14. I see. This is the biggest thing I got right now. I used to have Varma, which is also another 100 gigabytes. This is the non-Steam stuff. I think it's the recordings. Should probably open the Wiztree. My F drive, I got no games on it. It's a 1 terabyte. I need the freaking PC. I don't know what's on these anymore. That's why I'm trying to reset my PC. Fully reset to like fully clean it up. I don't know what it's like. It says 786 is free out of 931. So about like 100 and something gigs. I don't know what's there. Videos maybe. 3 drives. I should have 4. You lost so much, Aurora. Don't worry, I'll get on soon. I'll carry you. Friend suggested you the B450 Steel Legend. Azerock B450M Steel Legend is gorgeous. Azerock's company is gone now, I think. I don't think you should. This is a little bit more expensive. You should not go for this, man. You're you're broke. To be mean, I'm sorry. 125 Immortal 2 to 0 Immortal 1. Damn, bro. You like solo queuing? Why the how the fuck are you an Immortal, dude? It is gorgeous, but you can't be going for stuff like this, man, till you get a stable job. I'm telling you right now, man. Go for this one. Which was it? This one is pretty neat, pretty nice, good price. Probably the best you could go with right now. No Azerock, because they're fucking closed. That branch, I think. Not totally sure about. You know, that BIOS updates and support you probably have is no longer available. So, your best bet is this, in my opinion. It's not also overpriced. Start with it. You know, and supports Ryzen 5000 series too, so you're good when you get your, you know, try to get something better in the future. 5600 or something like that. So Big brother fake. We said it in Japanese. I'll block you. I'm kidding. Oh my gosh. Yep. This was a banger, dude. I hope you're doing this methodically, Father. I am so sick of myself.
There's nothing in this room. Oh, there's gas right here. We need to carry the gas. Where, Charles? Where?
Where's she at?
Over here?
Upstairs.
What?
That was the most fake ass stream I ever heard of my life.
Oh my gosh.
I followed him to a closed room.
Holy shit.
Good thing. Right here is the pentagram, so this is where we have to bring the stuff.
I see.
Later.
Please, 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 please.
That part took so much out of us.
Like that. I thought it was the ghost that was screaming like that, bro. What? I hope you're.
Oh, that was amazing. Good times. Well, I'm hoping you're gonna get 16 gigs of RAM too, homie. Right? Yeah, it's not very too expensive. You get something for like $30 apparently. 16 gigs is gonna be your minimum. You will not get an 8 gigs. You're not gonna do the same mistake I did. Even though it's your first build and you gotta start small, 16 is the small. Don't go for something with like 18. Okay. Also, yeah. 1866 like refresh rate megahertz is not it. This seems to be like the best thing I would go for right now if I'm building right now. Yeah, memory speed 3200 is good. Like 28 to 3200 is the best spot, the good spot. Because Gen 5 is going to be the only thing that's going to have more than that. So about 20 something dollars? Oh no, $40, about 40 something dollars. Dang. You are going for the white build again. It's good, it's good. You can find something cheaper for like 1600 pesos. I feel like you could. Again, it's a starter build. I know how you're trying to get your white stuff, your white supremacy, you know. But that I myself, I don't have that. I just have it like completely black build. I never even thought about. I might go for red if I ever feel like I want to spoil myself. Why don't they like recommend you similar things? There we go. Okay. That's one stick of 8 gigs. These motherfuckers. Oh shit, look at this. 1700. DDR4 32 megahertz. Hell yeah. This is obviously not unlocked. They tell you it's 32 megahertz, but when you just plug it in and start it, it'll be 2800, and you have to go to the BIOS and unlock it from there. So remember that. Although not white, this is pretty good, in my opinion. Good price. Yeah, something like that is looking clean, dude, but like obviously we're trying to save up here. You got the red stuff going on. 4 gig, they still selling that, bro? Come on. Come on. G-Skill is the one I have right now, actually. Well, the same company, same brand, G-Skill. 18600. 1600 pesos. You're not sure about the brand? King Bank Sharp Blades. Dang. Where are they from? Oh, if it has good reviews. No, I don't see any reviews. This one had like, because I saw a few people having given it like nice reviews. 1 4-star, 7 5 stars. So people bought it, they're verified, and they're saying it's good, you know. I'll send it to you in case you want to save it in your list as your assertion. I don't know about this one, man. I know G-Skill, I'm using it right now. They're good. You got more reviews on it. I wouldn't want you to take a chance in your first, you know, especially when you're tight on money. I mean, the GPU is gonna be black and white. The motherboard is gonna be black. You might as well do it. Like, this is not a bad idea. Oh my gosh. Wait, how is it? Like, it got the clean. This is like pretty nice pattern. If you're trying to go for like a black and gold build, I would totally go for it. T-Force is also pretty known. They're pretty good. Is this like cheaper or more expensive? Okay, this one got the easy to get on and get this product delivered in 2 hours. But I want the white one. You're pretty incredible, man. Like, anything would be an upgrade for you right now. So go easy in your wallet. And hopefully, you know, by starting small, and it'll help you with editing and doing a lot more for clients and better and faster. You know, you could do your like editing streams, dude. Holy shit. I follow a bunch of those. What the hell is this? Why is it so closed? What? Huh? That is crazy. It's not a GPU problem. For sure. This thing's starting soon. There we go, it's gone now. We get Gen G first and then PRX and Sentinels. About 30 minutes. You got track number for it? Yes. Let me get it. Actually, it should be in my email too. I thought they'd send you something to your phone number too, by the way. Let me check. Updates. Check this one first. Nothing there. Well, they probably haven't shipped it yet. But I should have. Twitch, stream summary, Fundrise. Yeah, I just gave it to them. They're gonna have to like pack it. I'll probably like go out by tomorrow. I have to give it to you so you could like keep track on it and wait for it like a little kid when it gets to you so no one else picks it up. Shipment, DPS store. I don't see a tracking number specifically. This is a receipt. 1 at 250. Oh, I see it. Found it. I don't know if it's obvious. Definitely not. I don't know what's with their printing thing, man. These people are... Come on. Oh my god. You should totally go for black, gold, and white. It'll be an amazing build, I promise. Mixed breed. That's crazy. Crazy thing to say, man. Does it have the full number? Yes. The third one has the full number. If you look at description of goods, they should have been both labeled as computer parts. I don't understand. Why does it exactly matter? But hopefully they know it's a fragile item and they pack it nicely for me. Dude, I decided to treat myself and I couldn't. I want to try this out. It's not gonna wait for later. Oh my god, she actually treated me. Holy. Bro, that was like a little Chinese vendor. If you don't mind me indulging in a few thingies here. Crazy. I don't know if it's the time or if it's the quality of the video, but this is the first time we get something like this. So, celebration. Average percentage viewed. Which is a little ridiculous. Typical. But that's like how long they watched. So now performance, reach. Did I like reach more people? Traffic sources, shorts feed. Interesting enough. Engagement. Engaged views. So only 514 of those sort of watched for a little bit more, or maybe liked or something. What's the likes on it? Details. Doesn't show anything. You can never find anything, man. Bell notifications are not sent for short videos. Seriously? Not enough traffic, not enough traffic data. Is that you? Here what was the company name of shipment? UPS? Jollibee. Oh, I've seen them a few times. Well, if I ever pass by one, I might. Barely have any time to like try to do anything, man. They have the best fried chicken? Alright. I'll take your word for it. They can make clips out of shorts too. There's advanced mode. About 1 hour of watch time. Impressions, click-through rate, 38. Geography. Doesn't make sense. +2 subscribers. Hell yeah. I hope you're doing this methodically, Father. Because it don't look like you do. This is just the two of us, man.
There's gas right here. We're gonna carry the gas. Where, Charles? Where?
Where's she at?
Over here?
Better than McDonald's for sure. Alright.
That was the worst stream I ever heard of my life.
Holy shit, man.
I followed him to a closed room.
Where's my freaking...
This is a good thing. Right here is the
Oh my god, this is looking too good. Mm. You know what? I wish it was zoomed in even more. But hopefully, they get the joke. It happens pretty fast. It's like, what, like with this kind of stuff, I'm always unsure. Like, how long does it have to be to imply the joke that I'm trying to imply? But I'm pretty sure it should be enough. Like, obviously you don't want to make it too short so nobody be like, what the fuck just happened there? Or too long to be like... Actually, a little longer would have been... Alright, but it works. That was a max 3,500 feet joke. For my Quintins, man. Because the first time, it felt still, like, you gotta admit. Just like... I thought of the freaking Ultra Instinct team after you were already done with it, trying to post it. And I was like, maybe you could add it. And then you did add it. And when you sent it to me, I was like, too still. Too still. You know? Try to put a joke here. Maybe we need another joke in there. Thankfully, she had bare feet. So I was like, you know what? That might be an even better idea.
This is a good thing. Right here is the pentagram, so this is where we have to bring the stuff. Later.
If that's max zoom, you're gonna need a different software. Once you posted it, you realized what I was trying to achieve with the zoom and you fucked up. It was my fault too, because the first zoom you did, I was like, a little more. And you did just that, just a little bit more. I should have probably told you that the joke I'm trying to get is to zoom in the feet. Like to, you know, it's not the best joke too, but you already had the spring up to, she just appeared out of nowhere, like. And you just no, I wasted our time. You did. I said a little more, and you did a little more, and then you sent it back, and I was like, you know what, a little more. It took a couple tries for her to say, you just double it, man. I'm trying to get a full zoom on them toes. Dude, as we're trying to work too, it was so damn busy last night, it's ridiculous. It's good enough. Oh my gosh. Is there anything worth watching now? As much as I want to watch this, it's fucking sad. There's some drama.
After 4 days of conflict, footage captured from the air above Tel Aviv shows territorial integrity and insisting that
freaking 2025, we still have to go through this, man.
Masters Toronto Sintels are one of them, but FNS does not believe they're going to go any further in this tournament, saying that the Chinese teams, yes, congratulations, you beat 3 Chinese teams.
Really?
That does not say that you're going to be good enough to beat Paper X and go further in the
Yeah,
tournament.
Paper X is going to be tough. It's going to be a game to watch for sure. Chinese is... They make good food. I'm sorry for their loss, though. They should probably stick to... Like...
and what needs to change into futures Masters competitions. Button through to your thoughts in the comments. Hit the like button if you enjoy. Subscribe if you're new as always. I greatly appreciate it. On the verge, I think, of 78,000 subscribers.
Good and cheap, yeah, dude. They make good stuff.
Let's talk about the drama. Starting really with this pretty good tweet from Durko. He's like, no way the first seeds are going to lose again today. Because, of course, all the first seeds were playing playing each other, so there was simply no other outcome than somebody would win and somebody would lose. But XLG, they fall out of the tournament. This doesn't really come as much of a surprise. You know, we had the #1 teams that were somewhat surprising. Right? RRQ and XLG were both surprises to win their own region. And I know that there was talk at the time, and still the talk is definitely remaining to this day, about teams that were benefiting from the Teho meta, right? And obviously G2 were always going to be the favourites here. But you could argue that there were some teams that, when Teho was in the meta before Masters Toronto, some teams were looking rather good, and then they come to the event, the game changes to some degree.
I should probably bet on this, man. Would have made some easy money.
Maybe you could definitely argue in a second, not quite.
Kidding.
In the
Don't
same
gamble.
way. The argument was also there for G2. People said, Trent, this guy's just a Teho merchant and all this. I mean, no one really believed that, but he was cooking on it, to be fair. So that's why there was talk about it. But then when it mattered, of course, he changes, and it doesn't really matter because he's still cooking on the sofa or whatever they're going to use in the end. So disappointing.
Never gamble.
At the end of the day,
Unless you get a contract. I'm kidding.
Going to be cooked because they had to make a change coming into it. And maybe they didn't have to, but they did because a player that they qualified with, they suspended him for match fixing allegations. We're not exactly sure why, I don't think, but they suspended the guy, and as a result, he's not playing. Midi came in instead. And anytime you're going to make a change going into a tournament like this, it's going to affect your preparation. It's never going to go particularly well. G2 slammed them on the icebox 13-3, and after that the Haven was a bit more competitive, but in the end it was 13-8, and not much doing. So G2 advanced to the tournament. They're going to make a losers bracket. They're going to make a losers bracket run. I wouldn't be that surprised if they did. I mean, we talked about it the other day, despite the fact that my predictions to open the tournament weren't exactly great in the playoff stage. The idea of G2 and Fnatic making losers bracket runs was, I've talked about it being a very likely possibility, and that's what we are seeing so far.
This chicken is too good.
They've secured G2 enough championship points that they will be at the World Championship in Paris at the end of the year. Now, you might think, congrats, right? Well done. We knew they were going to be there anyway, which is true. But this is very critical for G2 because they are, let's not forget, not a partnered team, right? And it's still kind of remarkable that this is the case, but it is the case. So they, G2 Esports, they qualified as the guards. G2 then kind of bought them out, but didn't buy them out because Riot weren't very happy about it. There's all sorts of drama, I'm sure you guys remember at the time. But the point is, G2 are not technically guaranteed their spot next season. What it does mean, however, is that by making champs, they have officially extended their partnership slot, unless somehow 2Game Esports just pulls off a worldie, qualifies for champions, and outplaces them. That's going to happen with a 0.01% likelihood, so we might as well consider it done. So this is how it works. If you make champs now, the reason why they've done this, and it was a good change if you guys aren't familiar with this, a while ago they made this change to the Ascension rules. And it's a good rule because G2 at the end of the season, whatever happened, would have been relegated back to Ascension because that was the rule. It was you get 2 years to earn your chance to stay, but it wasn't clear how you earned your chance to stay. Initially, the rumor was, okay, maybe they will simply, if you're good enough, they will just kick out a partner team and keep you instead. I still think that's going to happen at some point, but they can only do that in 2027 when the partnership contracts are up for renewal. So for the meantime, they changed the rules to this, where if you make champs, you guarantee that you keep your slot for next season. If you make top 8, you
what exactly they get an extra by being partnered? Well, 2 other teams are not partner, and only 2 teams have to keep fighting for to keep their spots. Should be everybody,
fight it out, and if you miss
Let me have you.
depending on what happens at Ascension, 2G should get an opportunity at least to fight for their spot to stay, because other teams are getting promoted, adding teams to the league year on year, which makes the questions about Masters pretty interesting again in a second. But of course, it's a big deal for G2 to lock up their spot at least going into next year. We had some big games happen as well. RRQ played Fnatic. This was, a pretty crazy clip here from Alpha, not gonna lie. And what was interesting about this series is that none of the maps were really close.
This was a fucking good game. Because they won, what was it? The first match was, forgot what was it? Lotus. Pretty nicely. And then in the second map, Haven, they lost pretty amazingly to RRQ. Then in the third map, Ascent, they showed a different form.
Nice to
It
see
was
Alpha
super
on the
fun.
chamber, you know, always like to see a bit of chamber.
Envious. Relax. Wait, you should have better Chinese food over there.
Alpha anyway.
In
And
Philippines.
Fnatic were pretty
You'll be
much
fine.
them here on the ascent to close out the series. The Lotus, they dominated 13-5 on their pick. RRQ then bounced back the second map on the Haven 13-6. And then it was like, okay, all to play for the
I'm sorry.
final map. It was Ascent, you know, could have been a banger. Wasn't really a banger, right? They just crushed them 13-5 and Fnatic advanced in the tournament. So, as I said, there was plenty of talk about the Teho meta that RRQ were doing pretty well in. Jem Kim, going into the tournament, considered to be the best, one of the best players in the entire world. Didn't really deliver, nor did Aspas this tournament, so it's kind of interesting to see that.
I mean, it could be pretty rough, you know. Crashies, Chronicle, Alpha here, Booster. Those are like 4 top tier players. Like, those 4 motherfuckers could IGL. Could go on a different team and like entirely IGL their new team completely. Man, it was actually, I was happy to see Crashies like freaking clutch a few rounds over there. It was a fun game.
Unfold. Crashies had a great series. Kayak, he's really started to turn up. His headshot percentage still remains very high. His first kill, first death rate was really impressive too. So, yeah, Fnatic advanced. Not massively surprised on that one. Obviously, it's going to be #1 seed versus #1 seed from the 2 different regions, but I think Fnatic in many respects were the team to beat in the series, and that's how it ended up. So, RRQ go home top 8. Obviously, unfortunate for them. We'll look at the bracket actually right about now. Why not? Paper X play Sentinels in the next round today. Wolves play Gen G in the next round also today. But RRQ and XLG eliminated top 8 in the tournament. G2 and Fnatic advanced, and this is the way that the bracket is looking, and it's pretty spicy, I'm not going to lie, for the rest of the tournament at this point. But a couple of spicy things happening elsewhere as well. There was also this from the Fnatic boys, talking about who they would want to play in the next round. So because of the way the bracket works, because G2 played Paper X in the first rounds, and that was on the upper side of the bracket, they will not be able to play them again in the loser's side yet anyway. So the bracket flips such that the loser of Sentinels and Paper X, they will play Fnatic. So yeah, the Fnatic boys making it pretty clear what they thought about that. But also FNS talking about Sentinels. Now, of course, he's beefing and joking around a bit here with Zelsis, but makes an interesting point. Sentinels looked good this tournament. In many respects, it feels like they've been getting better as the tournament has gone on. But they've not played the best opposition. They've played 3 Chinese teams, and they've beaten all of them.
Should cook some noodles. Almost finished with the MTG. Let's go. You ready for the final clip? Hell yeah.
You gotta say, okay, XLG are gone, Billy are gone, but Wolves are still here. Wolves are still looking pretty competitive, right? They've still advanced. So that victory for Sentinels definitely does, I would say, carry some serious weight. And FNS is like, look, you've not shown me enough, though. Beating those teams have not shown me enough to beat Paper X to go further in the tournament, and this will certainly be somewhat controversial.
Who do you like to face in the next round?
Sentinels.
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 Sentinels, I guess then.
Sentinels.
What? Sentinels? Yeah.
Sentinels, Sentinels, Sentinels.
We need revenge, actually. They beat us a champs.
Really? Are they not gonna play G2? 8 minutes, goddamn. Oh. Damn, so these are, they play, yeah. No, actually. Oh, they could choose. Well, that was the whole thing he's trying to explain.
How does it beat?
She had to re-record it. No problem, she's in Europe right now. Yeah, Sentinels versus Paper X. It's gonna be a good game.
To know after I win this event, I'll have more masters than you. I can almost 100% guarantee that you are not winning this event. All you've done is farm Chinese teams, which, by the way, Chinese teams are great. There's nothing wrong with them. I love it.
You can't say that and then say they're great. That's cool. Crazy talk, man. Oh my gosh.
I love China, honestly, but they're obviously underperforming at this event. Clearly, if Sentinels is able to beat them, then they're obviously underperforming. Also, Zekin is absolutely putting you in his backpack. The second he falls off of form, I don't know what you're gonna do with your life.
Wow.
So, good luck with that.
So just before we discuss the games for today, I wanted to dive into...
I don't think so, bro. I don't think so. There's many times where Zekin was not in form, but like, you got, what's his name? Before you still have Jelsis. John Cutie has his moments sometimes, but Jelsis sometimes also carried, man. He clutches, he done his rounds. Now you have Narrate. I've seen Narrate on, I forgot his team. What was his team before this one? Carmine Corp, dude, they were having a good run last year. And he was like the main reason they were having a good run. Bang was always freaking top tier with 100 Thieves. I know he was with them for like 2 years, I guess. Yeah, it's a good while, but like every time they played, even though they kept losing, they lost a lot. They didn't really make that much, you know. But he was, you know, always the remarkable player out there. You know, he was Bang's best clutches, dude. That I watched one of them, this one live. Was this? It was.
So they don't get the pinch. They do take out Hashira and Benesius. The site's clear, but you're right, it was a good flank. It's going to be tough here for CFJ, but it's not impossible.
Backhanded compliment.
Okay,
I'll be fine.
just to get the information. He gets 1 kill. If there was ever a man to clutch 1 HP, it's Mako. Moothy's going to go for that. Oh! With an ace! 1 HP clutch!
Here we have it, guiding light, RR2 decided to just go on in.
The title is Bang hits the 155 ace clutch and
Went to see Tab, but the soul of Kelly-S already has been slain. Let it find it through, reaping the opposition. Brings in the sight, separates the wheat from the chaff. And it is steps now, the show is the harvest, but the opposites go on in, like him to find on the rabbit though. Traxy now versus 2. Traxy will can. 3 more bullets, just 1 more.
this is AMD. Is this Lotus? Nope, this is Breeze.
Slithering his way through elbow, and it's just
12.
to be Brock with a double. 1 player remaining, and it's Bang coming in from mid. It's a 1v5.
Damn.
1v1. Bang, so close to glory now. A Proto in the back of sight, playing now with Util. But Bang might just be one of the best plays of his career. Can he finish it? Oh, he spots him out, and he's looking.
Damn. There was another one, man, that I'm looking for. I can't find it. Two years ago? No fucking way. You used to be in. You're 21. And math is not adding. Now you drink coffee and milk? No fucking way. I don't believe you. When? What is the drinking age for Philippines? Bang, 1v3. Bro, look at this. 19 seconds. Attack. You'll see. It was just legendary. One of the legendary clutches I've ever seen. I had the pleasure to see it live. But I almost went crazy. I was like, they were my shift too. I was working and watching this.
How does Bang do this? 13 seconds left. 1v2. Paranoia to buy some time. The reposition. He may be able to get this. He may be able to get this. 4 seconds. He's got to go.
Started drinking at 15, 17 and became an alcoholic during pandemic and dang out. Not a good experience. Damn. And what's the drinking age in the Philippines? Just for You know, for reference. Come on. You don't know? Where do you live? One of the best cultures to humanity to see, you know? Narrate too, hold on. What's that? Chuck FTKC narrate 1v5 Ace Clutch versus Navi. Yep, I seen this one too live. Give me a good 1v5. Well, apparently. That's crazy. Look at that. Look at dancing. 35 HP, 20 HP, 2v1.
Stop, bro. Stop it. He has ult. One of the most mechanically perfect. Xiao's gonna TP to an ace that we've seen. Xiao's gonna TP. He's gonna hear it. The way he picks off each and every angle, but one more. He's gonna ult before it's spotted. In fact, used already. What?
He was a little bit too nervous there.
Fake Q. Xiao now knows where his opponent is. Thrash won't be here to help. It has to be the shot connected from Narrate. The ace just a bullet away.
Oh fuck.
That's an insta headshot. Never drink again. Kept a promise to someone. Good, good. Someone was a she. I take it. Damn, people are betting more on Paper X, huh? Alright, good, good. No matter the gender. Well, it's about time to get going. Man said I don't have time for love. Alpha male, typical. Oh, don't worry, I'm already late. But you're right. I gotta go. Well, it's been fun. Appreciate you for watching. Appreciate you all. And I'll see ya